many add-ons and perks that should be changed or be base kit. So not perks, sorry. Just add-ons that should be base kit. Later on, add-on being base kit. I'm not changing the power of the characters in any way. The first one is with Trapper. His Honing Stone should be base kit and his Iridescent Stone should be as well. But his Iridescent Stone should be at a longer time of 50 to 60 seconds. And keep the add-on as a thing, but make it decrease the time by 20 seconds. So make it be 40 to 30 seconds. With the Iridescent Stone activated. Wraith, the Hound Soot. The blood marks really don't matter much, but it gave him a slight buff in finding people. Because yes, the Wraith is still pretty good overall, but he does have some problems. Not finding people, like you know what I mean. You know. I don't play Billy. I don't think I've played a single game with Billy. I'll be skipping him. But the nurse should have the add-on where she can see her location when she's in a teleport. I never run the add-on, but it is definitely good for some people. I would say I don't really need it because I'm so good. But really, it is a pretty good perk. The shape. Sadly, he won't be changed for a while. For a while, but a tuft of hair add-on, not add-on. Okay, but tuft of hair being base kit would be good. Take away the dash slump and make him normal. Okay, he was so good before. I mean, like now he's very good. If you just take out this dash, and he's much better than before. Hag Rusty Shackles, but also make that be outside of her terror radius, and make her be able to have an infinite teleport distance. She needs a lot of help, and this would do that. It would still be a tiny issue. She'd still be pretty bad, but still, it'd boost her up. And for Doctor, it would just be the Maple Knight. And make the which makes the shock therapy AOE seeable, just to help people. Bubba is not really changeable via his add-ons in my opinion, because he's like, without making him too good. This is the problem with Onryo as well. Bubba and Onryo would both become too unbalanced, I'd say, and become much better with the add-on, like super strong with their add-ons already. So I'll be skipping those two. Huntress, Wooden Fox, but make it be 10 seconds instead of 30, which is when she opens a locker, 30 seconds undetectable. Then change the add-on to say grants an additional 30 seconds for undetectable. Also, add Core Stone, which of course would help. Finding people. The Nightmare. All great add-ons besides the Sheep Block. They all do so little, but he needs it. Like, he's not really a good killer. He's still decent, but he's not like, you know. Pig, Interlocking Razors. The pig has so little overall survivor pressure that this would help with that. Like, very tiny bit. But it would stop them from doing, instead of their head fixing their shit on their head, they would have to mend instead, which of course would help a lot for the pig. The Clown, Party Bottle, and VHS Corn. Of course it doesn't actually mean corn. Yeah, both those are good. Party Bottle, just for fun. VHS Corn, it's just a good add-on. Spirit, White Hair Ribbon and Origami Crane both give very tiny changes, but can be very helpful at the same time. Because then it can just almost always be in power, or at least be in power a lot more. Legion, they are in a good spot at the moment, but if you can mixtape within 24 meters and take off the regressing part, so when you're in Legion's power, you can see the auras of generators within 24 meters of you, and and how their color. So how good they are, bad they are. Plague, Alabinum incense. Aura is aura, and it's not even that good since most people don't cleanse. What Alabinum incense will be on the screen as well, and all it does is give incense aura when they cleanse. Ghostface, he gets 3 things. How lucky. Chewed pen, lasting perfume, and Philly. These are good but small changes. He, in my opinion, shouldn't get reviewed by people on the hook or not. But as I said, I don't want to change too much, make him too good. But these at least increase the time to 3 seconds. And then also, Philly decreases the total percent that is needed to mark someone by 10%. Demogorgon D11 should not be Basekit, but should not have the decrease of portals, while 11 Soda should be Basekit. Cause like, I don't know. Because like 11 Soda isn't even that good of a add-on. It's good, I can admit that, I run it, but it is not so good that shouldn't be Basekit. Same with the Legion's add-on. So I put them both there, to be fair. Oni Iridescent Family Crest should be Basekit. I like this add-on, I run it, but it can be bad to even use it because it's you missing an attack for a small thing. 4 seconds of someone being revealed isn't that good. So that's why I would say make it Basekit because it's not even that good of an add-on. Death Slinger, I'd say he's fine. Maybe some actual buffs, but nothing I can really do with his add-ons without making him too good with other add-ons. Executioner, it should have Copper Ring and Red Dead Butterfly. He's still of course good right now, but he could need some help. I'm bad against him, I'll admit that. Anytime I want, I'll admit I am bad against this dude. But it still would be needed in my opinion, because I've rarely ever seen a Executioner get more than a 3 to 4k in my lobbies at least. Or, I rarely see Executioner get a 3 or 4k in my lobbies. I'm so good, hahaha. Blight. Alchemist's Ring. I don't like Blight one bit, but I think he's the brain rot of killers. But this 20% can make Blight killers mess up because of the abnormal speed. But all, of course, buff his map pressure at the same time. Whatever. Twins. All of the add-ons. Just kidding. But really, for a stew and toy sword, I already always run toy sword because it isn't needed to player. Because it helps so much. Forest Stew is a very good add-on. I run it as well. But it's not like needed as much as Toy Sword is. Trickster. Lucky Blade, mainly because it's not always 100% active, but punishes people taking hits. On Trickster, you almost need to take hits. Especially with that blade. Like, even before the change, you need to take hits on Trickster. Nemesis. Brian's Intestine. The speed would add an additional help to the zombies since they are decently weak. Artist needs help, but I'd say Oh Grave, Oh Lover should be Basekit. And Entire Agony, but at 10% instead of 15% hinder. These would definitely help her be easier for people like me. But like, in general, it would buff her and make her a better killer overall. Honor is fine, as I said before. I think she'd be too good with all her other add-ons if I added maybe 1 or 2. Because already many people run add-ons making her become almost invisible the whole time. It's crazy. But Dredge, caffeine tablets. Slight change barely helps, but can help find a survivor. Um, with the Tuckers, yeah. Wesker, Wesler, okay, I put Wesler, whatever. Wesker is fine, he's fine. Skull Merchant, Addy Valenti #1, and Shotgun Speakers. I know I messed up saying the first one, but Shotgun Speakers as well. This would make newer and older players mess up a ton on their skill checks. I would also like to see make the what's it called? I forgot what it's called. That's needed. Make the batteries last 50% longer in general. Singularity, broken security key, and diagnostic tool repair. These do so little but so much at the same time, and are almost needed on him. Because they're so beneficial. There's like no downside at all, and they help so much. The Xenomorph, Chucky, Lich, Kaneki, Henry, Afton, and Dracula are completely fine in my opinion. Unknown, he needs more than just add-on being based. He needs more help. But I'd say blurry photo. Because it can help a ton. That, but Pursue, Luckless Mouse, and Sticky Lozenge. I don't know how to say that. These can bring Pursue back to being played. Yes, she is good in high elo, as shown by behavior, but she isn't played because she's pretty bad and boring for both sides. She also is an original character, and original characters have a very hard time to stick to people, and be played more. But for Kursu, I think she'd get played more if she got those changes, and just be better. But see you later in another video. Goodbye.